I'm the doctor. Not that doctor, but I do have a lot of similarities to him. I'm Dr. Boardgame. Welcome to our new show. What we're trying to do is to bring you into 2017. For years and years, board games have destroyed families, split up relationships, made friends enemies, but we're not playing Monopoly, we're not playing Risk. We're going to introduce you to some fun board games. Things have changed. We're going to introduce you to Love Letter. So, if you want to take a look over here, the game of Love Letter is based on the storyline of the Princess Annette, who has just turned of age. Her mother, the Queen, has been imprisoned, and she is distraught. But suitors have come from all over the world, both men and women, to pursue the princess. And the only way to get to the princess, since she's locked herself in her room, is to pass the love letter. How are you going to pass a love letter? Well, you're going to have to get through either a guard, or the priest, or the baron, or the handmaid, or the prince, or the king, or the countess to get to the princess. Every time you get a love letter to the princess, you're going to win an object of affection. The person with the most tokens of affection will be the person that gets the princess's hand in marriage. Now, some people might think that you need to have the most powerful card in order to win, to be the princess. No, that's not true. What you need to do is you need to get rid of your opponents. Joining me today are my friends. Would you please introduce yourselves?
I'm Rebecca Sereni.
Leslie Winfield.
Shauna Sereni.
And today we're going to show you how to play Love Letter. There are, as I mentioned, 8 different cards. The first card, the guard, when it's played, when you play with it, you guess a person's hand. So if you can correctly guess what card they're holding, that will put that person out of the game. The second card, the priest, which there's only 2 of, you can actually look at another player's hand to get an advantage. The third card, the baron, you will compare hands. If your number, which is at the top of the card, is greater than the person that you're comparing to, then that person is out. The handmaiden will protect you from every single thing on the board. It's your safe card. The prince will get you to let someone discard their hand. So you can make someone get rid of their hand. The king will allow you to trade hands with someone. And the countess will just be discarded if you have the king or the prince in your hand. The princess is the most powerful card of them all. But if you get caught with the princess, and you discard it, you lose the game automatically. What we're going to do is we're going to shuffle, and I'll show you how this works. Would you care to shuffle the cards?
Happy to do that for you, Doctor.
Every single game comes with this list of cards showing you what the card does, the amount of cards there are of that card. So it makes it very simple. Every single person gets one. This is a game for 2 to 4. It's a bit of luck, a bit of strategy, and a little bit of cheating. Well, in some way.
What age group would you say this is for?
This age group is for anyone, I would say, from 8 to 88. Although I'm not discriminating.
All right, I have shuffled. Who is going to deal first?
All right, I'll let you deal first. So what Leslie is going to do is she's going to burn 1 card. That way we don't know what card is missing, because there's an even amount of cards, and she's going to deal 1 card to every single person. And Leslie can go first. What she's going to do is she's going to draw 1 card. Leslie's hand is 2. She can choose either card to play. Everyone can look at their hand. And go ahead.
I'm going to play the guard, which allows me to try and guess another player's hand. If I guess it, then I get to their out. So I'm going to say that, Doctor, you have a baron in your hand.
No, I do not. I get to go. One interesting thing about the guard is the guard cannot actually ask if the person has another guard. It's the only card that the guard can't ask for. I too am going to play a guard, and I'm going to say that Rebecca has the king.
You are incorrect. I do not have the king.
It is Rebecca's turn. She can draw a card.
So there's some strategy here in trying to remember what people have said they have and don't have, eh?
Yeah, it's a little bit of memorization, a little bit of remember the face, and a little bit of luck. Sometimes, if you're the first person and they guess correctly, you're out of the game.
I'm going to play the prince, and I'm going to say doctor, discard your hand, and draw a new card.
I had another guard. I get to draw one new card. If I had the princess, I would have lost the game.
All right.
Here you go, Shauna.
I'm going to draw. And I'm going to play the priest and look at Becca's hand.
Don't you ever
Sorry.
Now, that was meant just for Shauna to see.
Still
But
learning.
sometimes, you know, it's all about fun and you know, having a good time with your
I
friends.
missed it. I closed my eyes. My natural reaction is to not cheat. So
The doctor is above cheating.
my turn again. All right. I'm going to say that Shauna, you should discard your hand.
So
That was the prince that allowed me to do that, and she discarded the priest.
now there are 4 guards, 2 priests, and we see 3 guards on the table and 2 priests and 2 princes. The princes are all gone, the priests are all gone, and 1 more guard. I'm going to draw a card, and I'm going to play the handmaid. The handmaid protects me from everything, so now I cannot be the target no matter what these ladies have. Go ahead. New players will learn to keep their hands up. It's a little easier this way.
I'm going to play the guard. I'm going to guess that Shauna has a prince.
Okay, so this is an interesting thing most new players don't remember. If you looked at how many princes there were, you would notice that all the princes are already gone. So she's asked her mom to get rid of the prince, which doesn't exist anymore. So basically, Shauna gets to go free. Please pick a card.
Sorry.
But trust me, even a new player will learn this really quickly, and it won't happen again.
Exactly. I'm going to put down handmaid as well, so I don't have to worry about anything anymore.
So now he's still free and she's free. So whatever I pick up here and whatever's in my hand, I have to do to Becca because they're both safe right now. So I'm going to compare hands with Rebecca because that's what the Baron does, and she is going to. We're going to just trade.
At
And
this point in
the
time,
lower hand is going to be out.
at this point in time, it would be okay for both of them to show because this is the last hand.
So Rebecca is out.
All right.
So show everyone what you had.
I have the countess, which is 7.
Oh.
So
Now, going on that, I know that she's got the princess. I know that she's won. But we have to see the card.
ta-da!
In the case that someone would have the same card at the end, let's say 2 barons, then it goes on the numbers at the top. You add up the score, and whoever has the greatest wins. Leslie gets a token of affection from the princess.
Token of affection from the princess. I knew she liked me.
And we will just move the shuffling over 1.
All right.
So why don't you guys tell me a little bit about yourselves? Where are you from, Leslie?
I am from Olds. I'm from here in Olds, and I work at the library as well as I own Pandora's Books and Tea.
That's where we're located right now. Pandora's Books and Tea. There's about 100 different teas, tons of games. You can come here on Friday nights and play free board games from 6 to 12. You'll see
Yeah.
me here.
Yeah.
All right. I chose to burn the card last, but that's just me. It's your go. Please draw a card.
I'm going to play the Baron. So me and Leslie are going to compare hands.
Ooh. Sometimes people have a little bit of grudge match. This could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Looks like I'm out.
All right. So this is the worst case scenario. 2 barons means that literally you've got a 70% chance of being out because there's not that much lower. So that's too bad.
We
But-
also know that my card is higher than a 3.
Yes. Here you go, Shauna.
All right. I'm going to play a guard. And I know Leslie's card is higher than a 3, so I'm going to guess she has a handmaid.
Oh!
Oh, interesting.
Leslie is out.
See, the game can actually go very quickly, depending on what a person gets. I too will play a handmaiden and be protected.
Oh.
Now, since Shauna is the only person besides me in the game, Shauna can only do one thing.
Discard a
That's
card.
discard a card.
And I will discard a guard.
I am going to trade hands with Shauna. I played the king. The king allows me to swap hands with another player.
Okay. And I am going to draw.
Now, the thing is, Shauna knows what I've got. I know what Shauna's got. And it's not looking good for Shauna. She's only got one choice, to play the card that she just picked up, otherwise she will lose the game.
Yeah, so I have to play a guard.
And guess what he has.
Guess what he has.
And she can't
Can't
guess it because it's a
it's a
guard.
guard.
Now I'm going to play the guard without even picking up because I know she has the priest, because I gave her the priest. And that's how sometimes it works. I will take a
You
token.
have a token too.
I know. The princess likes me.
She liked me first.
It's not about first, it's about best.
Oh.
Some of the other love letter games, there's Archer, there's a whole bunch of other versions, but Archer is another love letter game that you can get. Once you go blackmail, ...
And burn a card.
So where are you from, Rebecca?
I'm from Calgary originally. I was born there. But then when I was 1, me and my mom, my dad, and my brothers moved here to Olds, and I've lived here ever since. Well, except for when I moved away and then came back. Basically, yeah.
This is your home, though.
This is my home, yeah.
Here you go, Shauna.
All right. I'm going to play guard, and I'm going to take a chance and guess that the doctor has a king.
No, I do not. Go ahead, Leslie.
Little eager are we, Dr. Boardgame?
Yeah, sometimes I...
I think, Dr. Boardgame, I think you have a prince.
No, I do not. I will play the countess.
Oh, dun dun dun. So
Now.
we have an idea here that if he has to discard it if he has the king and the prince in his hand. However, we just both guessed that. He could have
Yeah.
just picked it up, or he could be bluffing. Who knows?
Sometimes I like
He's
to
tricky.
bluff. Here you go.
I'm going to play a handmaiden, which means I am safe from everyone.
I'm going to play guard, and I'm going to guess that the doctor has the princess.
That is incorrect. It seems like everyone wants a piece of the doctor.
I do think, though, that you do in fact have a king.
I do not. What I did have was a prince. You can get rid of your hand, Leslie.
All right.
No longer will she be able to use the handmaiden to protect herself.
I'm going to play the Baron, and I'm going to look at the doctor's hand.
The priest.
The priest, I mean, sorry.
Now, there is
There's
always
no
the
hope for you. The
possibility that the
princess
princess
doesn't like
is the burnt card.
Okay. I'm gonna play a Baron, so we, two of us, look at each other's hand and the lower one is out.
Who will you pick?
The doctor.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. All I had was a guard. The lowest card, so now no one can really guess what Shauna had, but it's coming to the last draw right now.
I am going to, well, Sean's right beside me, so I'm going to look at her hand. Okay.
This is interesting because Leslie actually had no real reason to look at the hand. She might have been playing for points. Everyone now shows their cards.
Princess.
King. I kept the king because I thought it would be the highest, but...
All right. So Shauna wins the object of token of affection from the princess. It's all a fairly even game so far.
Win.
One of the nice
Except
things...
for Rebecca.
Well, one of the nice things about this game is that it's so simple, so easy, yet people seem to enjoy it. I've had older people play it, younger people. There's a young boy named Oakley, and he's...
Shout out to the
Yeah. Oakley Davis was supposed to be here today. Unfortunately, scheduling did not allow that. But he loves this game. And it's so easy to pick up, but it's so much fun, especially if you manage to guess a person, and get them right out automatically. Another one of my friends, Sean, he manages to pick up handmaidens all the time. So it's usually safe for the first couple rounds.
All right, I got a guard out, and Rebecca, I think maybe you have a prince.
I don't.
We all want a prince, though, don't we?
I am playing the handmaid, which allows me to be safe the first round.
Chicken.
I'm going to play a guard, and I think, Mom, Shauna, you have the king.
Nope. Go fish.
Different
Different game.
Wrong game.
Different game, sorry.
You know, there's another show out there called Tabletop. Will Wheaton, he brought back the idea that board games are for everyone, and I know that this isn't quite tabletop, but Will Wheaton, if you're out there, you got to come play with us.
Trading with Becca.
You get to keep that.
Oh, she's used the king.
All right. I'm going to play a Baron, which allows me to choose someone, and I am going to choose... Oh, you're safe still, so I will choose...
She could not choose me because I had
I'll
the
choose
hand.
Rebecca because I'm worried about what's in that hand now. Why you wanted it.
So you both compare hands, and whoever has the lowest is out.
And I'm out!
Wow.
Interesting move.
Someone has higher than a prince.
Wow.
And I think that someone should get rid of their hand because
Oh.
I'm playing a prince.
And...
The
And
princess
I'm
has
out.
been
I
shown.
did
She
not
automatically
see that.
loses.
That's why I had to, because I had the king. So you have to trade hands, because if you discard that, you're out. So
Yeah.
I had to discard him.
Here you go, Shauna. It's just
Alright.
you and I.
To draw a card. Oopsie. Okay. Oh boy. I will guess that the doctor has
She's not gonna guess it.
It's not going to
Handmaid.
happen. See? Nope. Oh, darn it. I have to play the Countess. Or did I? Here you go, Shauna.
Oh, there's prince, king.
Let's not count.
Well, that's what
If
this
you're not
game
in the
is all
game-
about, card counting.
Once you're out, you're
Okay.
out.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to play the Baron, compare hands, whoever has the lowest, which would be...
I have the
Oh.
priest.
Heck was I playing
Why
that?
did you do that?
That is another one of those cards where you just shouldn't play it when you have something lower. The Baron,
Oh.
sometimes it just bites you in the butt. I win another object of affection. A token from the princess.
Well, I would say that if anyone is going to win the princess's affections, it should be the doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been single too long. Shauna, why don't you tell
Do
us
you hear
about...
that, ladies? Single.
It's true. Why don't you tell us about yourself?
Ah, yes. I was born not far from Olds, so I've known Olds my whole life, and I've played board games. My siblings and I used to get up early on Christmas morning, sneak down and meet in my room to play board games until we were allowed to get up. So
Nice.
we're quite the board game family. So I appreciate coming on, playing with you guys.
I'll draw. I will play the Handmaiden, and once again, I'm safe.
Oh, always the coward.
Go ahead. Oh,
She's got long arms, she's not that long.
you're welcome.
I'm going to play the priest and look at Shauna's hand.
As you notice, Rebecca is being more secretive of her cards. It doesn't take long for a new person to learn.
Hide. I'm gonna play the handmaid.
Oh, you guys and your chickenness.
Now, I promote board games as a family game, but you could do this around a table with some drinks and friends.
Rebecca, since you're the person that I can do this to, I would like to see your hand, compare hands. And you're out.
Oh.
Oh no.
So what did she
Yet
have?
again.
Oh, just a
I have a
card.
higher than a 1.
I will take a look at that higher than a 1.
No.
Yes, thank you. Now I have the advantage. Shauna?
Leslie, do you have a king?
Nope. All right. Doctor, do you have a king?
No, I do not. But you could get rid of your hand and get a new one, Leslie.
I'm okay with that. Because you knew what it
Prince.
was.
Yes, yes, I did.
All right.
Go ahead, Sean. Sean will get the second last, and Leslie get the last. It may come down to points. I'm not doing too bad.
Doctor, you have a baron.
No, I do not.
All
What I
righty.
am holding is... Oh, the Countess.
Countess.
All right, that's the final play. Now we show our cards. I was holding the Princess's card, which allows me to win again. 3 objects of
I
affection.
guess it's you.
4 is a win, right?
Yes. Those are usually house rules, but that is how we usually play.
It's usually, you can't get more than
Well,
nobody else can win.
it would be very difficult. It would be very one-sided be for a couple of people, because if you only had 2 people, you could go to 7. But yes, 4 is usually long enough, and then sometimes we play a different game afterwards.
He shouldn't win because he gets very cocky when he wins.
Burn a card.
I'm going to play the priest and I'm going to look at the doctor's hand.
Yeah.
All right.
Everyone against the doctor. I mean, no ganging up.
This happens usually throughout all of my life.
Everyone against the doctor.
The problem is, if I lose, it was everyone against the doctor.
Oh, yeah.
If I win, I'm just that good.
I'm gonna play a baron and compare hands with the doctor.
Oh, I don't think she wanted to do that.
No, I did not.
And Shauna is out.
I had another baron.
All right. Boom! I'm safe.
Oh, your turn to be the coward.
Yep. Seemed to work for everybody else.
Now I'm going to get rid of this because Rebecca knows what I have. So, Rebecca and I will trade hands. Here you go. Now, does she know what to do with what she got?
Newbie.
I know.
She's a fast learner, though.
I'm going to play a guard and guess that the doctor has
Ooh.
a prince.
See?
Nicely
Snap.
done.
Congratulations.
Me and
You've
you.
gotten the
Me and
doctor.
you. For favor of the princess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me see here. We got 2 barons, a king, a prince, guard. Well, not that much out right now. Rebecca, do you have handmade by any chance?
I sure don't.
All right.
Once again, if you forget what's out there, this little handy card, there's 4 of them in a pack, lets you know how many of each are left by just minusing what's on the table from what the number is there.
I'm going to play a guard and guess that Leslie has a handmaid.
I do not. Interesting. Interesting, because I guessed that you had a handmaid. And there's a handmaid on the table, so... Do you by any chance have the princess?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
As you notice, this may be similar to Go Fish in many ways, but there's a lot more subtlety when it gets right down to it of what's going on, because each card does have a power.
I'm going to play the prince, and Leslie has to discard her hand.
Ooh. All right, I'm okay with that.
The Countess.
Now it's
So
in my
close.
hand, and it's my turn. So I
Last
got the
play.
Last 2 cards. Oh. Huh. All right. Barons.
Oh, she's got to count it. You know this can't be good.
Countess. She doesn't have the princess.
But there's the bird card, Leslie.
There's the burnt card. I think
It's okay.
she probably has. There's a king. Do you have the king?
I don't.
Oh!
Please show your card.
I have the princess.
Wow.
Awesome. And you get a token of affection from the princess.
It's okay. I'll
Who
share
dealt
the
that?
love around.
Come on.
Did you deal that?
I was planning, I was like,
Who dealt?
I did.
Oh, well, back to the doctor.
Card stacker. No, you dealt it.
Oh,
oh my God, stuff it. If you're as good as you say you were, then how come you can't remember?
well, when you have as much knowledge in your head
It's
as I
wibbly
do.
wobbly time
I know.
money.
Exactly. Too many things.
Burning a card.
All right.
Here you go,
Speed round.
Shauna.
Speed round. Okay. Alright. Whammo.
Ooh, the handmaid. She's safe.
I will look at the doctors.
That won't help. Because I'm going to play it, and I am safe. You only have one choice to do something
It's
to
interesting
do.
because whoever plays this is always at the last. Seems.
Seem that way. I'm gonna play a guard and say that Leslie has a baron.
I do not.
There you go, Shauna. Now the handmaidens are gone, so hopefully no one will
You
pick
play
handmaiden.
a guard, and Becca has a prince.
I don't.
I'm going to play the countess because she's pretty.
Or you've got the king or a prince.
Or I'm just playing it to throw you off.
How about you show me that hand? Thank you. Here we go. Little does she know.
Now he knows I'm a bluffer. Dang it.
I'm gonna
Say
play
your-
another guard and say that the doctor has the prince.
No. It was a good guess, though. Shauna? Although I have been confused with a prince before. I might have to add that my middle name is
As
Formage.
the king.
Why is everyone against me?
Oh. And the doctor survives. I will play this guard, and I will guess that Rebecca has the princess.
No, I don't.
Okay. Here you go, Rebecca. I can see in your eyes you're bluffing.
Can you? I'm going to play the baron and you know.
Oh. Ah, and my Baron is not bigger than what she has. Last card, so you two show your cards.
I have the prince.
I have the prince as well.
Oh,
Ooh,
so
it's a
now
tie.
this is great. So we add up. We got 4, 5, 6. Does this one count?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
11 over here.
And I've got 10, so.
So Shauna wins.
1, the princess, she does.
That was an excellent example of what happens when it comes down to the wire. It's Shauna's turn to deal.
So, Doctor, what makes you so interested in games?
I like challenge. I like it even when people are ganging up on me. Sometimes, though, I do like to be on a
It
team.
never happens.
But I like the challenge. I like the idea of trying to figure stuff out, the anticipation of what's going to happen, and, you know, just actually being around a table and laughing with some people.
I'm going to play the Baron, and I'm going to compare with the Doctor.
And I am out.
Doesn't save you this time.
Here you go. So now you know Leslie has something higher than the handmaid.
I'm going to play a guard and say that Leslie has a prince.
Ouch.
Wow.
That's how it's
Well
done.
Holy cow.
And how long have you been playing this game?
Oh, just about 15 minutes, 20 minutes now.
It doesn't take long to catch on.
The nice thing about this game that I like is that you can really play as many rounds as you want. The rounds go really quickly, so
Yep.
it's one of those quick games.
It's a great game to fill in between games, or if some people can't play and you've been playing other board games, or just take a break.
I am going to discard. I'm playing the prince, and it says that I can have myself discard a card. I will do that.
Well done. Building up your points there, just in case you have another spot.
There you go.
So what do you guys prefer, cooperative games or competitive games?
I definitely prefer competitive. I like to win.
I do too, but there's something to be said about cooperative and winning against the actual board. Like Pandemic is a good cooperative game.
I like cooperative games.
Forbidden Island, Forbidden Desert. We will be doing some of those coming up.
I like cooperative ones too.
But yes, there's nothing quite like defeating your enemies, crushing them, watching the hope drain from their face.
I'm going to play a priest and look at Mom's hand.
There's only 2 players now, so really they don't have to pass the
Doesn't
card.
have to be secretive. We're
Yeah.
out.
Okay, pass me a card, please. I'm going to.
Now she just saw what her daughter has.
No, I didn't get
No.
to see it.
No. It
Oh,
was, it was the
sorry.
priest, so I
The
get to see it.
priest.
She doesn't.
Too bad, unfortunately. I'm going to guess that Becca has the king.
You are incorrect.
Okay.
What's your most favorite board game, Shauna?
Your most favorite? It might be Trivial Pursuit. I still love Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah, that's a good one. Pop culture edition.
Yeah,
The 80s.
that's fun.
That was a great time to be alive.
Yeah. But I do really like a new game called Small World. That is.
I was just gonna say, I think I haven't played Small World, Carcassonne.
Yeah.
Those are.
I'm going to play a guard and say that Shauna has a baron.
Yes, I do.
Oh, and just
Ooh.
like that,
And she's come back from 0 to 2.
I won the first game. I haven't won one since.
That's okay.
The princess.
Looks like the doctor has
We
some
had a
competition.
falling out.
Yes. Shauna has 2, Leslie has 1, Rebecca has 2, and the doctor has just 3.
Just
One more.
Miranda?
I think it's just that she can't read. My letters are so well written, and she's so illiterate.
How dare you talk of a woman like that? Once again, the doctor is a
women.
romantic as well.
All right, doctor.
I am going to guess that Leslie has the princess.
You wish. I wish.
Here you go. Sometimes you just have to go big.
Okay. I'm going to guess that Mom has a handmade.
Nope, not this time.
So what's your favorite board game? Do you have one?
I'm not sure. I like lots of them. I think my favorite one is one that I played here. I think it was the first one I played here. And it's like the Duke of Nottingham.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that's a good game. We will be doing that one as well.
Sheriff of
Um,
Nottingham.
Yes.
Sheriff of Nottingham, yes.
I'm going to play a Baron and look at the doctor's hand. And I am out.
So now they all know that I have bigger than a handmaid.
All right. That's good to know.
I think some of my favorite games
Do you have
are...
a prince?
Perhaps I am.
I said have, not
Oh,
have.
I'm sorry. I confuse that sometimes.
Me and you.
Oh, wow.
If Rebecca can win this one, she will be tied with me.
Up from the bottom.
Going to play a priest and look at Leslie's hand.
Ooh.
I quite enjoy a game called Agricola, Catan, but I do like Pandemic. And House on Haunted Hill. That's an excellent one. You all work together until something happens and one of you becomes the bad guy.
Discard your hand.
Ooh.
Ooh, a guard.
Going to play another priest.
She's bound and determined to get Leslie.
I think you have a king.
You're wrong.
Mm.
Only one more card each. Make it what count.
All the guards are out.
I'm going to play the king and trade hands.
Ooh. This could be really good or really bad. I'll let you decide.
I'll just pay the countess.
All right, now show your hands.
Guess I messed up a little bit.
And Leslie is now tied for second place.
Can I shuffle?
I think Leslie did that
No,
one.
I just did that one, yeah. Don't skip the doctor. He doesn't like it.
Yes, let it not be said the doctor doesn't do his part.
Alright.
There you go.
I'm going to play the priest and look at the doctor's hand.
Now, the interesting thing is, I'll be able to get rid of that card before it even gets back to her turn.
Alright. I'm going to play Baron. Compare hands with the doctor. Whoever's lowest is out.
Do you feel picked on?
No, I don't. And that was a very smart move. I, however, did not have a very big card. It was just the priest, and he's only worth 2.
Dun, dun, dun.
Shauna, do you have a prince?
No.
Going to discard the countess.
Oh. Okay.
So, it can mean that she has the king, or a prince, or she's bluffing.
Rebecca, do you have a prince?
No, I don't.
Ooh.
Rebecca, do you have a king?
No, I don't.
Oh, she was bluffing!
Interesting.
I never pegged you for a bluffer.
How very doctorish of you.
Shauna, do you have a prince?
No. Leslie. There's a prince. Play a new card. Or pick up a new card. Discard your hand. Handmaid is discarded.
Shauna, do you have a king?
I do.
Ooh. Last card is yours. Use it wisely.
And me. I gotta say.
All right, compare your hands. And she had the princess. Wow.
wow.
It's a tie now.
I love
Would
the
you
little.
look at that?
I got the princess. I think you kind of look like the princess.
I mean, it's only fitting then.
So I hear you like to take selfies.
I take the occasional one, yes. But what teenager doesn't?
That's true. That's true.
Hey, if you look like her, you take selfies all the time.
Very true. All right, it's getting very close. Shauna,
Bam. Handmaid.
I have to take you out.
Shauna, do you have the king?
No.
Oh,
She's got a handmaid.
Sorry.
She's not allowed to pick Shauna.
Doctor, do you have the king?
No, I do not.
That's what happens when you don't pay attention.
Do you have the
I know.
king?
No, I
It's
don't.
like I've never played this.
Here you go.
Do you have the prince?
No. I'm sorry.
That didn't sound good.
Becca, discard your hand.
Uh-oh. She looks like she's got the princess.
Oh.
It's hard when that happens. I know. Just to make you happy.
I'm just gonna do that.
I will show you what I have.
Oh,
I'm just gonna do that. I'm safe.
get rid of the most.
Let's compare hands, Shauna.
This the Baron?
Yes.
Ooh.
This is either good or bad.
Okay.
I am out.
Leslie's turn.
So
Princess is
higher
out.
than a king. Do you have the countess by any chance?
Yes. Yes, I do.
You're
And
just
it
like that.
becomes a three-way tie.
Three-way tie.
Wow. That was a crazy hand, that one.
We made up. I gave her some reading lessons, and she can now read my eloquent love letters that I've been writing to her this whole time, and she's realizing that I am a catch to be had.
Well, sometimes the doctor can get a little cocky. I prefer to call it confidence, but it does border.
Doctor, let me see your hand.
I will be playing this card. So, I am safe. I want to make it to the end.
Always chicken.
Here you go. It's called prudence.
Leslie, do you have
Get her. Get her.
prince?
Really? No.
Your hopes up there for a second. All right.
Like to give a little shout out to Dean Owen, our cameraman, producer, general, all around awesome guy.
Awesome guy, yes. Doctor.
You can't pick
you
me.
have handmaid. Leslie, do you have a
That's right. Get rid of my competition.
Baron?
No. Becca,
Mm-hmm.
do you by any chance have a prince?
No, I don't.
You should get one of those. They're nice to have.
Yeah.
I will see your hand, please. Playing the priest. Ah. Here you
Don't
go.
cheat.
I never do.
I'm going to play
Even in relationships, that
the
would never happen.
Countess.
She's Playing the Countess.
Uh-huh.
Is she bluffing again?
There we go.
I have to compare hands with the doctor. And I am out.
So I have something higher than a bear. Well, this means that whoever wins this wins the hand of the fair princess, because we all have 3. It's getting down to the wire.
Doctor,
Yes, Leslie?
do you have a king in your hand?
I have this prescription for you, and it's no. What I do have, though, are a certain set of skills. Skills that make someone like me much trouble for someone like you. Get rid of your hand and pick a new one.
Burn!
Again, with the princess. If you're caught with the princess, you lose.
I'm safe.
And Prince and King.
There we go.
Unfortunately, today, love has passed me by once more. I will be single again.
One day,
Yes.
your princess will come.
Thank you all for tuning in. I was very happy to show you this game, and we will be showing more games, so please come back and join us.
We do once a month?
Yes, it should be once a month, although next month we
Right.
might have a scheduling conflict,
We'll
but
let
we
you know
will.
when the next one's coming?
Yes.
Where do they find out?
You can find out on Facebook, Pandora's. You can even find out sometimes by just going to Jason Bethune or Dr. Boardgame. Thank you very much. And Will Wheaton, come play with us.